Welcome back to All About the Smokies. In this video, we're here just off the Cades Cove loop at Abrams Falls Trail. We can go back and see a waterfall. This is a hike that we've never done before.
Never ever.
And we're excited to bring you along with us. So let's get started. Today's video is being brought to you by Grady McKay. Grady has joined All About the Smokies on YouTube at the sponsorship level. If you'd like to learn more about becoming a member, click the join button. And I wanted to apologize specifically to Grady. Last month I called him Grady McCray. There's no R. There's no R in that last name. It's Grady McKay. Sorry about that. Now, on to the video. There's plenty of parking and little restrooms. Not clean because they're just outhouse restrooms, but...
Well, they're better than being in a porta potty. It's basically a cleaner area with a really gross potty.
Yeah, I guess the restroom itself is clean. It's just, you know, it stinks. All right, one thing we want to point out, and Randa had seen this too, says warning, dangerous water currents at Abrams Falls. 6 deaths have occurred from drowning. And actually, you had read something where it said this trail is like one of the like the 9th most deadliest trails in the country.
I don't know what year it was written. It was sometime after 2008, or it was a 2008 publication that said it.
And that was from the 70s through 2008. There had been like what did it say, 29, 27, 20, yes, almost 30 drowning deaths. So it just says be careful when you're around the actual water portion of Abrams Falls. Abrams Falls Trail is 2.5 out, so it would be 2.5 back. Really difficult 3 to 4 hour hike. No restrooms or drinking water out there, so make sure if you're bringing something in, you're bringing it out. No trash. So starting May 10th, the trail's closed Monday through Thursday. That's interesting and good information to know.
And it would really be a bummer to drive all the way out here thinking you get to hike it, only to find out that you can't hike it. That happened to us on Grotto before, but never when you have to drive this loop to get there.
That was a lot of time invested just to get to this trail, so.
Beautiful.
0.5 miles to the right here, it says, is Elijah Oliver's place. So. You can see the general floor bed, if you will, of this hike is going to be rooty, as we've said in the previous video, and rocky. Rooty and rocky. I don't know if the camera's really picking up just how rocky and rooty this trail is. And that's what they warned, that it was mostly like this. You do a lot of looking at the ground when you're hiking because of all of this. So you can't, if you want to enjoy nature, you probably should stop and look around and then walk again.
We've already seen 2 people almost fall. Look at this.
Yeah. If you can see it up through here, it's just all rocks. I tell you, there's something calming though about having you say a river? Stream anyway.
Little river.
Little river. running alongside the entire time that you're hiking.
That might be Abrams Creek, actually.
That would
You
make
would
sense.
think we do our geographical research before we come, but we really just wing it. So
Yeah, that would make us professionals. We're just tourists.
this is true.
Onward and upward. I just tripped again. I swear some of these roots actually are coming up out of the ground and grabbing my feet. It's not because I'm being klutzy. She had to stop and get her bearings. I'm sure she does not like heights or bridges, yet she's out here still having adventures with me. I'm very proud of her. She's almost done. I love this kind of stuff. What a cool little village. This is where it gets a little dicey. We're gonna have to climb up. Is this, what do they call this? Shale? Rock? They literally just cut this path right out of the side of the mountain here. Yep. Oh, it's quite the view. Well, we made it to the peak and came back down the other side. This trail is definitely more rocky than it is rooty. We were talking about different kinds of footwear for this. Can you do it in sneakers? We are in tennis shoes. But if you do have hiking shoes or access to them, for this particular one, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea just for the volume of jagged rocks that you're coming across. Some of the rocks are dirty, dusty, you slip a little bit on them, so it would definitely behoove you to have a better pair of shoes. But you could do it in sneakers. We are. I love the sound of running water. Just a soothing sound. All right, we're finally getting some clear paths, some straight stretches with not a ton of rocks, so making good time on this stretch of it. Just know, after you've been through all the rocky areas, there is some relief. All right, bridge number 2, are you ready? She does not like these. Have we mentioned that? But she did it. No.
I don't know why. I put them in shorter.
And this is what you're rewarded with for that second bridge.
This is the closest we've been able to get.
Yeah. Just a reminder that climbing on the falls is dangerous, hazardous. Staying on constructed trail, closely control your children. Don't let your children get in the water, please. We're getting close. I can hear the roaring water. This should be the last bridge to come to. Yeah. This is actually the final bridge, but this one actually leads you to the falls. And
you gotta make it go.
Good?
You wanted it balanced.
Sorry. Sorry. I thought it was sturdy enough you wouldn't feel it. Holy smokes. All right. This is what it was all for. That is the most water I've seen from a waterfall in my entire life. That is just gushing. The reason this area is so dangerous is between that much water falling all at once and this current that's actually pushing this way, there's many hidden spots under the water that will suck you in and keep you down. Please be careful if you come to this area. Don't go out on rocks and things that you're not supposed to. Besides, you can enjoy it and feel the breeze from this far back. It took about an hour and a half total one way. So factor in all the time that you'll need to do this hike. Not only do you have to take into account that you may want to stay down here and take some pictures and things, but an hour and a half one way, so it's a total of 3 hours on the hike, plus any time you stay here, plus the time it takes to get through Cades Cove. The time it takes to get through Cades Cove, you have to factor that time in as well.
Yeah. So you'll want to make at least a half a day of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So coming back, it was a lot quicker quicker. But for me, it was a little more strenuous. So,
for me too, but
we made it, would you say 20 minutes faster?
20 minutes faster, yeah.
So just keep that in mind. Maybe you will make the same pace coming back. So this was the Abrams Falls Trail. This is a moderate. Would you say that that's accurate, or?
Yeah, and only because of the rocks and the roots. It's actually not a bad hike. We weren't ever out of breath or anything like that. So it's not strenuous. It's just a little taxing with all the rocks.
Yeah, the elevation changes weren't too bad.
No, we've definitely dealt with worse.
You can easily turn your ankle on the rocks, so be very careful.
We've tripped a lot.
Yep, a lot of tripping. But yeah, beautiful scenery along the way. But this is one of the most interesting waterfalls we've ever seen for that large amount of water.
Very beautiful down here.
Thanks for joining us on this hike. We hope that you enjoyed this. If you've been on it or any other trails that you want to see, just leave it down in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. This has been another video from the Great Smoky.
We hope you have a great day.
God bless.